Welcome to the Circumcision, where we cut the superficial human traits to get to the meat of things. A brutally honest show that peels back facades with genuine commentary. Today, oh man, y'all gonna like today's show. You know what we talking about today? Stereotypes. But I'm gonna give you the unbiased version. The unbiased version of stereotypical men, the unbiased version of stereotypical women. You know what I'm saying when I talk about that? Yeah, I'm talking to you. Well, what I'm saying is, we all got stereotypes concerning our gender that, to me, honestly, most of the time be straight bullshit, or they're actually very relative to each other. Because, you know, if you've been watching this show, and if you haven't, you're going to know now, I'm unbiased concerning gender. I feel like men and women, 9 times out of 10, really 10 out of 10, do the exact same thing, just in different ways. So that's the reason why I don't like to, I've never been what I call a societal drone. I think I talked about that in the last episode a little bit, but you know, you following everything, you doing what everybody doing, you thinking like you thinking this is bad because everybody thinks it's bad, thinking this is good because everybody thinks it's good. And it's like, what type of drone perception is that to have, period? You know what I mean? But a lot of us do have it. Some of us take longer to get out of it than others. I pray for everybody who's still in it, and I hope you get out of it one day. But today we're talking about stereotypical situations concerning gender. Boom. So this is what we're going to do, right? I composed like a list from different platforms, different situations to, you know, give to the people. Let you see exactly, you know, what men are being put on, like, you know, how men are being stereotyped, excuse me. Let you see how women are being stereotyped. And just having fun with that whole commentary. So let's start off with the men, right? Ladies. Men are more emotionally unavailable. Are men more, no, excuse me, straight up. Men are emotionally unavailable. Men are emotionally unavailable. Do you guys believe that? Because honestly, I feel like, especially in this era, everybody's emotionally unavailable. Nobody's emotionally, you know, giving what they should. Nobody's being pure and genuine to the point where, you know, you're telling everybody telling who you should, the significant other, whoever that might be, what they need to hear, and they're doing the same thing. You know what I mean? So it's like, if both parties that's involved, because of trauma, because of past experience, because of insecurities, can't really open up, when can it ever be any type of compromise? When can it ever be some type of connection? So men are emotionally unavailable and women are emotionally unavailable. But the stereotype is men are emotionally unavailable. So now let's do number 2. Men are not as nurturing. Honestly, I don't go for that one either. You know what I mean? Because it depends on the individual. You have some men that are more nurturing than women. Vice versa. You know what I mean? I feel like that a lot of times depends on how you grew up. That a lot of times depends on, you know, what you saw, your experiences, you know, your tutelage within. And if you didn't see certain things or experience certain things, you know, you might not be as nurturing, or other side of things, you might be as nurturing. So it's like, me personally, with the men are not as nurturing as women, I don't believe that one either, because I feel like I've seen men that are more nurturing than women. I've seen women that know nothing about nurture, period. Right? All right, so let's go to the ladies now. Women are more emotional and sensitive. I mean, I would say honestly with that one, women are more emotional and sensitive. In this era right now, I think it's either. I think because you got a lot of sensitive dudes running around here. You know what I mean? Where sometimes it's like perfect instinct, you know? I got a friend where her friend is always, you know, used to be in the mix, not in the mix no more. So now it's like, okay, you acting like one thing in front of people, but when you get behind a closed door, you're mean as hell. You're spiteful as hell. You're bitter as hell. People you acting like you like or deal with or happy to even conversate with or be in the same company, you're really not. You go in it, you know, that's the worst type of. Explain something to you. You dealing with somebody that's smiling in everybody's face, and then every person they smile in their face, they straight talking about them like a dog or a bitch ass fucking around. Them ain't the type of individuals you need to be around. Straight up. It's not. And I feel like if you are around these emotionally sensitive people, you're going to be dealing with a lot of nonsense. That's a roller coaster you might not want to get on. So to say women are more emotionally sensitive, you know, DNA-wise, I would go with that. But socially, absolutely not. It's even. Because I've seen too many dudes, man. It's like a army, infection of males that just be emotional for no reason at all, concerning their friends, concerning their family, concerning their girl, their wife. I mean, like, it be so immature and minuscule at the end of the day, but, you know. So the one that was women are more emotionally sensitive, I gave you the answer. I feel like DNA-wise, yeah, they are, but socially, no, because it's a lot of sensitive, emotional dudes running around out here, man. Women are better at caregiving. I like that one. That's kind of like the nurturing for men, though, right? Because the whole caregiving part, nurturing is a part of caregiving. So I feel like I'm going to say probably the majority of women have those instincts more than men, but are they doing it? No. It's the same. It's the same. Because if you look at a lot of things going on in this era right now, and you start to realize the backstory behind that, or you know what actually is going on, you won't be so fooled to believe what you see at times. Did that make sense to you? I know my real ones got it. So to say more women are better caregivers, I would say instinctually, you know, DNA same way, but socially not so much. Nah, you see, I'm real unbiased with all these. Like, I'm not gender biased at all. I'm not gonna be on here talking about men, nah, because that's not reality to me, and I'm a genuine individual. So I can't sit here and give you some nonsense that don't even sound right just because I got something between my legs, because I got hair on my chest. I'm not mad at a woman because of whatever my past or trauma or, you know, whatever I've been through. I don't let that spill out on my present and future like most humans. You know what I mean? So you're never going to come to this show and see me bashing one side or the other like a lot of these unnamed dudes today. You know what I mean? A lot of people are bashing one gender or the other. I'm not doing that. I'm going to be genuine about both genders. I'm going to be genuine more so because that I'm passionate about how the fuckery has just like, infected everybody at this point because, it's the societal drone shit. I'll get into that. We're going to stay where we at though. So what we did two with the women, two with men. So men are more mechanically inclined. I say a stereotype was, I don't think I'm too, I don't even know too many dudes as like, same way. I think that has a lot to do with how you was raised. I think that has a lot to do with where you come from. If you had these mechanically inclined individuals in your life, even to want to do something like, especially like to say repairing appliances, fixing the car in some way, I could fix a flat, I could change some oil. With gas and I'll dry the shit out of it though. But other than that, man, listen, I'm not trying to fix or put nothing concerning no toaster, microwave. That's going out of here, and a new one coming if that breaks, straight up. Like, so to say men are more, I think men are more, they're more inclined to want to be, you ever fly things on helicopters and things, hope you enjoy the backdrop, hope you enjoyed all the whole ambiance of the Circumcision podcast. But, yeah, I feel like men are more inclined to want to be, but mechanically inclined, but, especially nowadays, no, not really. Maybe back in the days, it used to be a little more so, like my grandfather and his crew. But now, I got a lot of men on, but not all men are no. The same way I'm gonna get into this, like with sports. People generally believe that I think more women are into sports just as much as men at this point. That's a stereotype as well. You know what I mean? That every man is into sports. Because honestly, maybe when I was younger, I was into it crazy. When I was younger, basketball, football, baseball, straight up. I could look at it all day. Well, not so much baseball, but if I went, my grandmother would take me to baseball games. So, my grandmother taking me to baseball games, that was exciting actually being there. But watching baseball on TV to me was always boring. You know what I mean? But football, basketball, you could be there and watch that all day. That shit lit. But honestly, at this point in my life, I haven't watched either or been excited about either one like I used to be since I was maybe early 20s. So it's kind of funny how that's a good stereotype because I tell you, 9 times out of 10, a person will automatically, especially because of my size, you know what I mean? I'm 6'2", 245. They swear I'm into sports. Yeah, 6'2", 245. Yeah, don't have to be into sports. So I'm saying, like at the end of the day, I always get that from people. Like, oh, you don't really, this man. I don't even be knowing who in the Super Bowl. I don't be knowing who in the World Series. I might know who playing in the NBA Finals championship rather a little bit. But honestly, I be too focused on what I'm trying to do and what I'm trying to be sitting there. Not to say, that's not even, I just don't have the interest in it. You know what I mean? It's no excuse. Me personally, I just don't have the interest. It doesn't interest me anymore. Like a lot of things don't interest me that used to interest me. I guess that's a part of my growth. Thank you, Lord, for that. Lord knows where I would be without it. I tell you. Let's get to the next one. Women are more focused on relations and social connections. That one I could kind of go for. I could go for that one, people. I don't know how y'all feel about that. I could go for that. Women are more focused on relationships and social connections than men. Yeah, because I think like socially, a lot of men are just kind of stuck. Like it's like, this is a real materialistic, money era, real ass give up, you bought you know what I mean? And he got a lot of dudes, man, that I swear to God, yeah, that's a fact. Women are, especially nowadays, more focused on relationships and social. I was not relationships so much, but definitely the social connections, because they don't really know how to socially connect. Like, you got a lot of people that would think certain dudes are a certain way because they see a person out and about. They see a person in the hot spot. This person gotta have a certain personality, or, this person gotta have a sense of humor, but they don't on either. They just paying for where they going, paying for who they're around, more or less. They focused on what they focused on, but they really just like have no personality, no charm, no charisma. It goes both ways, but in this era right now, I feel like socially, just don't even know how to talk to people. Like, real shit. Everybody is kind of, too selfishly in their own selfishly in their own heads, in their own bubble, to even see anything other than themselves. You know what I mean? That's why it's no consideration nowadays. That's why people are connecting, believing they making these connections online more than social. Not even understanding, how could you ever connect with somebody on a computer? I mean, I know y'all do, and y'all probably like, oh, somebody probably got a boyfriend or husband or something sitting next to them over that shit. But I mean, that's a rarity. Like, for you to sit there and believe, I don't want to get too deep into that, but I feel that, stick to the question, women are more focused on relationships and social connections. Yeah, I would go with that. I would say, because men are kind of like, you got a lot of dudes that are okay in that area, but you got a lot of dudes nowadays socially, and even though they might seem like they out and about, but like they really green as hell, and they really don't even know how to deal with people, for real. Like, I know somebody personally that I'm a person I'm thinking it's just what happens, where, an out and about individual, dealing with a lot of the opposite sex, you know what I'm saying? But anything in their gender, they can't deal with. You know what I mean? Anything concerning their gender, or even being around both genders on a real genuine connection with individuals, having fun, going out, now they can't do that. They can't do that. And those are the ones I'm talking about. Those are the ones I'm talking. Because you have these people that are like, social, seem to be social butterflies, but they not. They not. When you see them in real life, you think to yourself, yeah, the people that know better anyway, because, ain't nobody really think about it anyway, but it's a quick thought. But the people that know better, you gonna understand why. You know what I mean? As soon as you see them, it's like their aura is just off. They see it, and it's sometimes when they aura off and people are uncomfortable, it makes people think negative things about them. You know what I mean? Like, because it might come off the wrong way. 9 times out of 10, it will come off the wrong way. It's gonna come off as like, insecure. No, not insecure. It's gonna come off as like maybe a assholey vibe. I know what that is, right? It's gonna go on like an assholey kind of vibe. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, we do have that. Let's get to the next one. Women are less capable of leadership. Oh, ladies gonna go crazy over this one. No, I ain't jacking that stereotype. You know what I mean? All the women we got in leadership and women that we have running teams. So, yeah, that's one of the silliest stereotypes they ever had. That's just saying like, a gender and skin color. Your skin color has nothing to do with your leadership skills. Your skin color has nothing to do with what you can accomplish or can't accomplish. The same way your gender doesn't. So, that's just kind of you got a lot of fuckery stereotypes, you know what I mean? Just like another one concerning just black people would say chicken, watermelon, no, fried chicken. Right? Watermelon. Everybody in the world know, stereotypically, people believe black people love watermelon and chicken, fried chicken, right? Now, fried chicken, I'm fucking that up. No doubt. But the watermelon, I don't even like the smell of watermelon. I don't even like watermelon candy, watermelon nothing. Me personally, I'm talking from when I was a kid, I don't like watermelons. Not to say nothing against, that's just me personally. So it tells you and I know a lot of black people that don't like watermelons. I know a lot of black people that don't like fried chicken. Because a lot of people on they health gig right now. So it's like, people seeing certain individuals dropping dead over high blood pressure and hypertension and, diabetes. And what's going on? Deaths, not no recoveries, not no comebacks. You got more people dying off of health than violence at this point, right? So it's like, I know Wagwan, but you also got to understand all of these stereotypes that I've said today. All of these stereotypes, some of them hold validity, but most of them don't at all. And if they do, it'd be like 10, 15% out of the masses. You know what I mean? Because that 10, 15 ignorant percent that in their life and their experiences notice these stereotypes, they dealt with people in the same way, you know what I mean, that was believing these stereotypes. And now, down the line, it's just indoctrination it becomes. Family members believe in that, whatever it is, matter of fact, I don't even have to get into detail of that. Because if you have something that's being drilled in you from a kid, if you don't never even seen it or know nothing about it, you gonna rock with it until you become smart enough to see that only on a circumcision. Boats, helicopters, all type of fly shit only. Type of queen's things. But anyway, don't be one of them individuals that pay attention to these stereotypes. That's the point of this whole show today. I want people to understand that a lot of times, the same way you hear a rumor or gossip about yourself that be a lie, people just be throwing this shit out about the gender. People just throw shit out about men. Oh, this dude is this way. Oh, all dudes is that way. Oh, this woman is this way. All women are that way. You know what I mean? Like, how silly is that? How illogical is that? Because it's like a mindless drone mindset. Everything everybody believes. That's why I said, like, stereotypes are some of the most mindless, drone-ish shit ever. Because you got 1% to 2% of the masses that believe something, and they'll push this shit out, and it gets infectious. And even if, like, you know, I don't believe none of this, most of the things that I've spoke on, stereotypes I've spoke on today, because I think it's equal 9 times out of 10 doesn't mean I haven't heard them. Doesn't mean I don't know people that's probably moving that way. People hear things and they start to treat people a certain way, and that's not right. You know what I mean? It's like this. You ever had somebody tell you something about someone negative, and when you actually deal with that person, it's always positive? Same way, how about this? I tell you I don't like a movie. You go see the movie and you love that shit. How about this? I say, hey, look at this. I treat you to a certain meal. You might not like it, but I love it. Like, it's like sometimes people gotta start to check themselves and understand, like, stop following shit. You got a lot of bum ass, excuse me, you got a lot of humans that follow things that are delusional and fictitious because of how somebody's gonna view them, or how somebody might think of them, how somebody might perceive them. They believe in their mind, oh, I can't do this because she gonna think this. I can't be this way because he gonna look at me this way. That's how stereotypes are created. No bullshit. Because the whole sense of this whole episode was talking about these silly ass human delusional stereotypes, 1%, that made up and threw on the masses. And even if you don't believe it, it still be in the back of your mind. And that's still sad as shit. Because it's like these little negative indications of, stereotypical bullshit onto people 9 times out of 10 is some wild negative, 9 times out of 10, it's negative as hell towards the other gender. Or, you ever thought about that? Or, if it's not negative as hell towards the other gender, it's negative as hell towards the other race. I'm saying 9 times out of 10. Fuck that. 10 out of 10, yo. Let's give it 98.9 out of 10. 100. Any stereotype, pardon the helicopter splash, hope y'all see it, okay? Any stereotype, 9 times out of 10, there's a delusion. It's not true. Or it's the same on both sides. It's equal. There you go. If it's straight false or even equal. But to sit here and say, oh, one gender is this and one gender is that, that's not how that goes. We're the same thing, just doing it in different ways. Men and women are the same. They just do things in different ways. The same thing, just in different versions. You know what that is? You never seen the same thing done, but in a different way? I can sit here and give you 3 different ways of the same thing. But at the end of the day, the point of it is, it's the same thing. If I take this pen and I put it straight up, I take this pen, I put it to the side. I take this pen, I put it diagonally. What is it? A pen. Exactly. That's the same thing with humans. We're all the same, bro. Yo, listen. I hope not 1, not 2, 10, 2,000, 3,000. Listen, I appreciate everybody that been liking and sharing. I appreciate everybody been commenting. I want y'all to drop them comments more. You know what I mean? Any question you got, I got you. Any information you might need concerning, a mental or emotional real genuine answer, I got you. Any relationships, I got you. Just drop that comment. But I salute all the people that been supporting the channel, man. And I'm gonna keep giving it to y'all, cause I know somebody getting something out of this. And that's all I need. That once I understand, if I see 1 or 2, 3, like I told you, I'm doing this for the people and myself. You know what I mean? This helps me mentally, helps my energy. Cause I know I'm helping somebody. So, I'm gonna wrap it up with that on some Circumcision, where we cut the superficial human traits to get to the meat of things. A brutally honest show that peels back the sarge with genuine commentary. Have a good one, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed it.